think a lot of people have taken note that the silver prices are up today. Uh, Great percentage move, but all across the board, everything's up, including the other metals, other precious metals, almost every commodity, I'd imagine. The equities market is in the United States and Europe, and even the oil prices. Just to take note that the oil prices actually spiked to $100 a barrel today and pulled back to about 98 currently. Today is Monday, November 28th, 2011. I'm going to go over a little bit about this euro because I was suspecting that they're going to come up with a rescue package or some kind of temporary band-aid for it, whatever you want to call it. And I was thinking that, when people were talking all this doom and gloom in the short term, I didn't buy it, for at least for the short term. Looking at this article today, it's talking about global stocks recover on euro rescue hopes. And it goes on that the global stocks enjoyed one of their best sessions in weeks this Monday, 11/28, 2011. The advance came despite denials that the International Monetary Fund is readying a 600 billion euro rescue package for Italy, and that the Eurozone's six AAA rated countries are preparing to float bonds together and use the proceeds to provide assistance to some of the single currency bloc's indebted members, such as Italy and Spain. So the stronger nations are going to come get together, float bonds, and rescue Italy and Spain. Stronger countries being Germany. These are triple rated countries. Germany, France, Austria, the Netherlands, Luxembourg, and Finland, all in Northern Europe. This is what I found interesting too. Many in the markets think that the Euro project, as currently designed, is at a crucial turning point. Of course, we saw all the fear, but I was reading about that um, conference or whatever they had planned on December 8th and December 9th, and some of the things they were talking about behind the scenes. And obviously, this word got out to the actual markets, the people that are investing actively, and they took it all as good news, and the markets reacted. I wasn't sure if that was going to come into play in about a week or when it was going to come into play, but obviously, people are aware of what's going on behind the scenes, and it came into play today, Monday. With more and more governments finding it prohibitively expensive to borrow money to finance their debts, there's a groundswell of opinion that says the euro's days are numbered. I do think the euro's days are numbered. It's just that I didn't think they're numbered in a very short term. I don't know exactly when it's going to come apart, and do take heed of Lindsey Williams' predictions too, or whatever word he got from that guy. I don't trust him 100%. Believe me. I don't trust anybody's word 100%, even if they're honest. I always try to weigh and calculate against what other people are saying. But I did think that the euro is not going to be over that fast. And I know people are into silver a lot more. Uh, they definitely distrust the fiat currencies more than the average person. So they had a tendency to think that the euro was going to collapse a lot faster. I didn't quite buy into that situation because I know how the powers. Well, I got a different mentality, and I worked with some aggressive people before, and they will find a way. People always used to think the company's going to collapse. This is going to come down. Oh, there's going to be a problem with the EPA. There's going to be a problem with this. People that are in business that are on the top of their game usually find a way to get over, and they make things survive no matter what. So that's why I didn't think the euro was going to go down so fast. It may in the long term. I think it will. Belgium, Italy, and France all have big bond issues this week. They're having trouble selling their bonds. More failures on that front follow last week's disappointing auction from Germany, even Germany, which they had problems selling their bonds too. But you don't know. I mean, it could be just a temporary thing because investing is very emotional sometimes, and that's how people react. Uh, Now, I want to talk about what's going to happen with silver specifically, and I think you know about Eric Sprott, but and him buying, adding more to his. It's a preliminary thing. It's not. It's preliminary, short form based shelf prospectus. He's going to add possibly $1.5 billion worth of trust units, physical silver, to his trust. Now, this guy. this guy's slick, and I think some of you people, maybe, well, I think there's a lot of people that do know, but I'll tell you what he's doing too. He's smart. He's smart. Yeah, I know that it's going to drive the price of silver up if he does that. He takes it off the market. What I'm looking at, I was looking at this other, this was from the Silver Institute. These are 2010 numbers. I know they're a little higher in 2011, but hey, just use these numbers. This was, these are in millions of ounces. So back in 2010, if you took all the mining and all the net government sales and all the scrap that was recycled, you got a little bit over 1 billion ounces of silver available. And as people are into silver, or maybe you're not, most silver is not available for investment or coins. It's used in industry. Maybe about 75% of it's used in industry. So coins, you got about 10% of the silver available supply goes into coins. It's been going up a little bit more as a percentage because there's a lot more people buying the coins. So there's 101 million ounces going into coins. Now what Sprott is going to be taken from is this implied net investment, the leftover. That was about 18% of the total, okay, of all the silver produced in a given year. So you got 178 million ounces available. That comes out to under $6 billion at current price levels of $33 an ounce. So if he took his $1.5 billion and he bought it at $33 an ounce, I don't think he's going to be able to do that. He's going to take 25% of all the available supply of silver for a given year that's available for ETFs and the European bullion dealers' stockpiles off the market. He's going to take a whole quarter of that chunk of that off the market. Obviously, no brainer, that's going to drive the price of silver up a great deal. But you know what? You know where Eric Sprott is slick in this way too, is where did he invest a lot of money? In silver stocks and silver miners. So what happens when the price of silver goes to $150 an ounce from 33 and it increases by, I don't know, whatever that is, 4.5 times, right? Whatever that is. Well, the stocks of silver miners is going to go up far, far more. The miners, the mining stocks, they're actually making good money even at $30 an ounce. They're still making good money. And they're making much better money at $40 an ounce. Can you imagine how much the share prices are going to go up if silver goes up 4.5 times in a year or something like that? They're going to go up far more, and that's where he's in. So when he's making this play, it's going to force the silver market to go much higher. And that if he could buy this at use the $1.5 billion and get the $33 spot price, that's 45 million ounces off the market. Off the market. So not only will his own investment go up, but where he's really going to make out is going to be in the shares of silver miners. And that is one reason I don't think everything in paper is going to go down. Just be careful when you listen to this Lindsey Williams, because he's trying to give you the word exactly as he heard it, but use a little common sense. If everything in paper and electronically went down, we'd be back to the Stone Age in like no time. That's why I don't buy that. I think certain sectors of the economy are definitely going to go down big time. But this guy Sprott, he's smart. He's not going to lose out his money, and he'll find another investment after he makes his money on the silver miners and the silver, and move on from there. So, I'm sure when you have that kind of money, it's pretty tough to find something that's going to make as much money as silver. But hey, life's a bitch, right? Excuse me, but you know what I mean. That kind of money, who cares? But, just expect the price of silver to explode, because I don't think the euro is going to crash in the short term. It may somewhere down the road. It's going to be months from now at least. So, and what Eric Sprott's going to be doing here pretty soon is going to definitely drive the price of silver up through the roof.